yet another episode of Mind Your Business. I'm Dhwani Shah, and today we have a very special guest with us. He is not only famous in India, but he's a very well-known personality internationally as well. I welcome Manvendra Singh Gohil to my podcast. Thank you for coming here. And today I would like to discuss more about Lakshya Trust. And then I'm very curious and I would like to know certain things of Pride Month as well. So welcome to podcast, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
How are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Same as I'm, this is my, I wouldn't say first time, but yeah, you are the first celebrity personality coming to my podcast, so I'm pretty excited. And sir, to start with, can you just give me a little brief of Lakshya Trust?
Yeah. So basically Lakshya Trust was founded by me and a group of my friends in the year 2000 with the idea to create a platform to get the like-minded people such as the members of the LGBT community to come together and to discuss their issues, personal and the issues which they are facing in the society, and see if they could get a solution to their problems. We were lucky to get the government support because in those days HIV/AIDS was spreading very fast, especially amongst the vulnerable populations such as ours. So government came to our aid and told us that we would like to partner with you and to kind of fund you and support you. And so we started with a government project of with the Department of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Gujarat. For HIV prevention and awareness amongst the men having sex with men and transgender population.
Okay.
Now we have of course gone beyond HIV. We have we work in the 4 cities in Gujarat, Baroda, Surat, Rajkot and Ahmedabad. We are working on mental health issues, issues of the trans community. We were the first organization in India to started a transgender shelter home, which was again inaugurated by the Ministry of Social Justice Empowerment, Government of India. We are providing shelter, accommodation, training, livelihood. So basically, to sum it up, we are working for the empowerment of the community for in field of health, education, training, skill building, and providing with them with the job opportunity.
So what motivated you to start Lakshya Trust?
Basically, what was happening, I was finding that there's a lot of hypocrisy in the society about our issues. And India being a country paradox, I would say country of paradox, where we are the land of Kama Sutra, the oldest sex encyclopedia, and yet the basic sex education is not taught in our schools.
Not taught, definitely.
So people are not aware about LGBT issues, about homosexuality. So basically we wanted to create awareness amongst the people and try to provide the best possible facilities for the community, because a lot of us are again subject to a lot of stigma and discrimination.
True.
And at every point of our lives, our human rights are getting violated. So we wanted to work to see how we could secure the lives of the community, how they could live with dignity and respect, and how they could be provided with equal opportunities. So that was the greatest motivation.
What impact has like Lakshya Trust got in individuals of LGBTQ community and in terms even of job opportunities? So what is the impact on individuals of the community?
See, basically, we work with a lot of corporates across the country, and we have been telling the corporates that look, just because a person belongs to a certain community, a certain a sexually diverse community, it doesn't mean they are not talented.
True.
So why do you want to waste that talent? Why are you kind of being unfair? Or it's even the corporate world is suffering in one way. If you see. A lot of us are talented. We are very, very creative people. You will find most of the fashion designers, makeup artists, choreographers, art directors, art field of art in music. Most of us are from the community. Just because they are discriminating against us, not providing us job opportunities, or even when they're providing us, we are being discriminated on the basis of sexuality. It's not fair. So we are working a lot with, fortunately a lot of corporates have come to us with where
requirements.
they have requirements. I would like to quote one such corporate, Shell petrol pump.
Wow.
Shell, the owner of the Shell petrol pump came to us saying that we would like to employ people from your community. And today we are very proud to say that from our community they are being engaged as they're filling petrol, they're working in the accounts department, they're doing managing the petrol pumps. So if Shell petrol pump can utilize us, then I don't see why others cannot.
Any other companies who are tied up with Lakshya Trust?
Very much. We have done collaborations with Mastercard.
Wow.
For example, Mastercard is not just providing us with laptops, computers, but they have also decided to engage with computer literacy, with train our community on using computers. And also helping us provide job opportunities.
Yeah.
Similarly, we have recently Azim Premji Foundation has been
approached.
they have started supporting us, and we are doing a lot of projects. We are doing self-help groups now. Azim Premji is very keen that we should be forming self-help groups where we could make them independent. Our Prime Minister also uses the word Atmanirbhar. So it's high time we are making them financially independent on their, and they can live on their own.
Yeah. So has Lakshya Trust by any chance faced any kind of backlash from the conservative community from 2000 to date?
See, we are facing backlash every day of our lives. It's not a single time where we don't face backlash, but we don't have to get disturbed by that, and we keep moving ahead, because see, every day is education. Every day we are educating all those who are creating phobia, homophobia, bigotry, hatred. We are facing that. Initially, the police department was very, very unkind to us. Okay. They would because there was a law in our country which was criminalizing homosexual acts. So they would take that, if that law was being misused, they would come, they would beat up our staff, they would blackmail them, extort them. Even they have jailed our staff, I remember, and not just that, they've had forced sex with our staff.
In the jail.
And that too without condom. So now tell me, who's the criminal? Are we the criminal who is doing a government contract? Government has told us to distribute.
I was about to come to it.
Exactly.
Government of India is supporting the trust, and despite that, the cops are.
Exactly. This is harassment, So I met the police commissioner. I said, look, you cannot harass us like that. We are doing a noble cause by distributing condoms, by saving lives. And your department are coming and arresting us and not allowing us to do the job in spite of the government contract, and forcing and having sex with them. That's the height of harassment. So that at least we put an end to that. Now police is cooperating with us, but we had to fight for it. In India, nothing happens without fighting. Till you don't fight for your rights, we will not be able to get anything.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. What can individuals or organizations in India do to support Lakshya Trust? How they can support, or what can they do?
See, there are many ways in which we can get support from individuals, organizations. One is, of course, financial support. We have got our charitable organization is giving the facility of ATG, which is giving the income tax exemption to people who donate. That is for Indian donors. We also have a FCRA registration for foreign donors as well. And apart from that, support could be given in the form of even kind. For example, we are running a shelter home. We've had donors who have donated us food grains. Even during the COVID period, we've had even donors like the royal family of Baroda had donated us with ration kits, with a lot of health materials which were useful for them. So any kind of support is good. Even support in the form of giving us employment is also is a kind of a big support. We have options of many kinds of support which can be available, and we are hopeful that more and more people join us, and even we tell our donors, or we tell our people who want to support us, please come and see the organization. and experience with your own eyes what kind of issues we are facing. We invite students to come and intern with us. Even we have told the corporates also, even from the corporate sector, we tell them that you want to see what work we are doing, you intern with us. You go on the
internship
field.
In which departments?
Different in India. Yeah, we do field work, we do office work. If like recently we told MasterCard also. I said, look, I know you are wanting to support us, but come and see the work we are doing. Then you'll get an idea on what hardships we are facing, what are the problems we are facing on a day-to-day basis. That will help you to understand better, and that way you can help us better.
Yeah. I'd got an opportunity just few weeks back. I'd been to Lakshya Trust. I'd been to Baroda. So I'd been there and I met the staff, very warm people, and we enjoyed. We had pastries together. We had some talks, just introduction. So they seemed pretty excited, pretty warm, very friendly. So and again, that was my first time directly interacting, talking to them. And personal experience, it was you have to go check Lakshya Trust if you're in Baroda or any other cities of Gujarat, other 4 cities, please do visit once. And coming back, how or what are your future plans and aspirations for Lakshya Trust?
So one of the things which we are trying to do is that at the moment we have a transgender shelter home, which is the government is supporting us only for the trans community, but there are a lot of other people from the non-trans community, for example, gays, lesbians, bisexual, queer people who identify as non-trans persons. They also need shelter. A lot of parents are throwing them from homes. They have no place to go. They've tried to commit suicide. They go into depression. So we need to house them as well. So one of this is a pressing need that we are also working with the government to see how if they could also come.
But you already have shelter homes. What I saw on the
that shelter home is ideally for the trans community.
Only for the trans.
But the non-trans community also needs help. And especially now when the laws in our countries are changing very rapidly, like after 2018 when the homosexuality got decriminalized, a lot of us are coming out to our parents and telling us that mom, we are gay, we do not wish to get married to a girl. But mothers, especially mothers, they emotionally blackmail their children and they just throw them out of the road. They cannot accept the fact that
is it because lack of awareness?
Lack of awareness, and they are scared of the society. See, most
societal
parents, most parents don't think about their children. They think more about the society. That what will the other people say? Oh, you're the mother. You should be getting your son married. What are you doing? What will I face when I go to heaven? Those are the things they think about. But they're not worried about their children. That what is their need? If somebody is not attracted towards a girl, how can you force that person to get married?
They are willing to let go of children, but not the societal.
Exactly. For them, society is more important than their children are. So that's where we are trying to help them and rescue them from these parents and get them and give them training and make them independent.
Okay, so that for non-trans people, that's the next goal of Lakshya Trust.
Right.
Okay, so I want to now talk about the Pride Month, which I'm sure you are busy with, the whole June 1st to June 30th, So Pride Month in India, when did it actually start in India? Because what I know of, internationally they've been doing all the parades, all the events. We see a lot on YouTube. Okay, but India, it is. I think it's off late. But I would like to know more about it from you.
So historically, we know why Pride Month is celebrated in the month of June is because 1969 when the Stonewall riots happened in USA. It happened in June, so that's how now June came to be called as the Pride Month. India, we have started the Pride Month quite late. I would say the first Pride event or the march which happened in India happened in the late 1990s. The first one happened in Kolkata. And you know how many people walked in that? 7. There were just 7 people in that Pride march. in Kolkata, still they walked.
But that's
they said,
also fab,
They
yeah.
said fine. I mean, even if you're 7 of us, because people were scared to be out of the closet.
Out, yeah.
And but then after that, people realized, no, we need to fight for our rights. So then more and more, then the Delhi Pride started in I think 2006, 7 or 8. They started Delhi. Mumbai Pride. Mumbai is now one of the largest prides happening in India.
Okay.
And now I think each and every state in India has one pride event, at least in the capital city or the any metropolitan city.
Yeah.
So there are many cities now celebrating prides.
Yeah.
But yes, it started with a small beginning, and now we have gone to huge numbers.
Yeah. So, what are your preparations on Pride Month in Baroda? Like, what are the events? Tell me about events, because I'm sure our listeners or our viewers are not aware. They think Pride Month is just like, just, the rainbow flag and people going. But I think there's more to it.
Yes.
You have events, you have festivals.
Yes.
I want to know more about that, please.
So basically, when we celebrate any pride events anywhere in India, one thing we always keep in mind that it's not just for the community.
Yeah.
It is more for the non-community. It's more to create allies. We need mainstreaming to happen.
Yeah.
See, we don't want to consider ourselves as some exclusive population. We are inclusive. We are part and parcel of this Indian system, our culture. So we don't want to be treated as separately. We want to be treated part. We don't want any special reservations or special things. So that is the message which needs to go. And we, as I mentioned, we want to get more and more people who are not from the community. So for example, this year we are having a Pride March on the 10th of June, which is going to start from one of
This is in Vadodara.
In Baroda, all our events are happening in Baroda. So the first event will happen on 10th of June, which is a Saturday, where we are starting a Pride March from the one of the most important gardens of Baroda, which is old garden, which is called the Kamati Bagh. And I have managed to get the Queen of Baroda to flag it off. She is my cousin sister.
Radhika
Radhika.
Yeah, I follow her. I really like her.
She's very popular. She's very influential.
She's very
support for the community and a huge ally.
Yes.
So she's agreed to flag it off. We are also expecting the British Deputy High Commissioner to come and join us for the parade. He is also agreed, and of course there will be many others. There will be parents who have accepted their children. We are mobilizing students to come. Students from the Maharaja Sayajirao University to come and join us. We have doctors from hospitals. We have police department. And of course the community is going to be there. But this is going to be this pride is basically going to be something to create awareness. So that's one of the events we're having, and we're having another cultural event on 17th, 18th of.
So these are on weekends?
Yes, mostly. All our events are having on weekends, so that we can get more and more people to come here. So this cultural event will again, will be bringing out talents from the community to perform, to do theatre, to kind of sing, to dance, to play instruments.
Wow.
I'm also a musician.
Really? What instrument you play?
I'm a harmonium player.
So you will be.
So they have told me that you could perform as well. So I said fine. I mean, I would definitely like to. So this is again happening with the help of Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts, IGNCA. The director of that, she is very kind enough to have given us space with their help. We are having. There's also a theatre group which has collaborated with us. They are
from community again, theatre artists.
Yeah, they are going to train our community.
Wow.
Into theatre, and we're going to have some skits, plays happening there. So that's also again open to public, and more people come and see. That will be something which we would desire. Then we are having some events with MasterCard. Some panel discussions, cultural events at their venue. We are also planning to have some more cultural events like last year we had in malls, because malls are places which are public places where
high footfall.
A lot of people come for shopping and all. So the main idea is visibility. We want people to see us that we are also like any other human being, by becoming gay, you're not a special person. Yeah, exactly. So we just want people to see that who we are, and we are just someone who just likes to be loved, and someone who we would like to love. So that's the vision is that.
And is one of your event also about filmmaking or
Yes.
documentaries
Yeah.
made by the community?
Yes. So we do have certain documentary films which we would like to show.
Yeah.
So even we have proposed to Mastercard that if they want, they could have a film screening.
Yeah.
Show some documentaries, because film medium is a very strong medium through which a message can go clear to the audience.
Yeah.
I myself had film screenings in the past where I've
Yeah.
taken some films and shown to the audiences, and it has huge impact
Yeah.
on the audience, and people relate to what they see, and they are able to change their mindset.
Okay. What do you think are the key achievements of this Pride Month? Like you've been doing
Yeah.
every year. So, do you have any incident or story to tell that because of the Pride
Yeah.
parade, Pride events, there are more people who've come out, who've
Yeah.
joined? Any incident you remember?
Yeah.
Or who's come to you?
Yes.
Either way.
There's definitely there are chances where people who are still in the closet,
Yeah.
they have come out. They have come out to us, and they have told us that look, we also belong to the community, and not just that, they feel proud about it. In the past, we have noticed that people have been using masks to hide their identity. Now they remove their masks. They said, we don't care if our parents see us on television. We want to be seen. So that confidence level has definitely come up over the
Yeah.
period of years, which is, I think, is quite an achievement.
Yeah.
That people don't want to hide their identity; they want to show themselves.
And was this because of this Pride month, June month?
Yeah, Pride Month, and because of the fact that when people realize that there are organizations like Lakshya Trust working in this there's so much of advocacy is already being done. I mean, we have the fact is we work for the government,
Yeah.
so it itself is we have a recognition of the government. Even the government officers come and take part in the Pride Month. In fact, this year we are very hopeful that even our MLA would join in.
Yeah.
He has been very supportive to us, MLA from the BJP party. He in fact came to Lakshya for helping him win the elections, and I did go for canvassing. I did, and we got him one, and now he's the MLA. And so politicians also, they because these are the people who can influence the minds of a lot of people. So we are hopeful that these kind of people join us,
Yeah.
and that's how we can bring about change.
True. What do you think? How can our education institutes or universities, what should they do to support or to identify the children or students about their sexuality? What should they do? What do you think should they bring in to be all inclusive?
Right. So there are a number of things which I can suggest. I mean, I'm already working with a lot of education institutions, schools
Okay.
and colleges, universities. So
Okay.
what I tell them is that first of all, each and every education system should have a counselor. And if they can engage a counselor who's representing the community, that's the best.
Yeah.
So then, because see, nowadays at a very early age, children come to know about their sexual orientation,
Yeah.
and they have nowhere to go, nobody to talk to. Because counseling is very, very important. I mean, you see
Correct.
so many suicides happening these days.
Correct.
That's because you don't have anyone to listen to you.
Yeah.
So if they can employ a counselor, that would be of a great help. At least that the students will be aware that there's a counselor is there whom they can go to, talk to them or him or her, and then find out what he or she or they are, what is their identity. That is number one. Number two, each and every education system should, it's high time now. Sex education, of course, is very important, but issues of the LGBTQI plus also should be included in the textbooks.
In
and
the
curriculum.
textbooks, yeah.
I'm trying to work with the education ministry.
Okay.
I've already met the education minister. Even 2 years back, when there was a petition being heard in the Madras High Court, Justice Anand Venkatesh, the Chief Justice of the Madras High Court,
Madras
had
High
made
Court.
this judgment or this decision that if justice needs to be given to the LGBT community of India, each and every education system or institution in India should include issues of the LGBTQI plus in the textbooks.
Correct.
Now, if the Chief Justice of a court feels that, then why can't other people do that? So that's one thing which needs to be done. I would like to quote about one of the very, very progressive schools in India which
Yes,
I have
please.
visited. It's Tagore International High School
Okay.
in New Delhi. I visited the school. That school is so progressive that the students of the school are trainers.
Wow.
They are training other students of municipal schools and non-municipal schools on LGBT issues. So you can
Wow.
imagine,
Wow.
that, I mean, if Tagore can do it,
Yeah.
I'm sure there are other
Every-
schools in India they should also, try. But one thing is for sure that students of today are very much curious.
Yeah.
And they come to us. I get a lot of invitations coming from students. I've done 18 TED Talks already
Wow.
in India.
Nice.
18 TED Talks, and each and every TED Talk is only talking about LGBT issues and sex and sexuality issues. I do not talk on any other subject.
Because you coming from a royal family, coming
Yeah.
out, it's a big thing. So I think that has influenced a lot of people. So if you can come out and talk,
Yeah.
so might as well even they can.
Exactly.
So that's why you are popular everywhere. People still would like to hear from you, and the way you pull yourself into all this. So that is commendable according to me. So definitely coming back to these Pride Month events. So even non-community people can take part in it,
Yes,
in
yes.
the activities happening in that
Definitely,
Pride Month.
that's something which as I mentioned in the beginning, I think for me, Pride is, of course, started by the community, but it is more for the people who are not from the community.
Yeah.
Because see, whom do we want to convey the message to? We are already aware. We are facing the problems. It is the society whom we want to educate and bring them into the fold. So the more people come and participate with us, they kind of involve themselves with our activities,
Yeah.
the more we will be able to do mainstreaming.
Okay. Yeah. So now Baroda being what I see, I'm not from Baroda, but the way I see it, because of maybe MS University and other things, a lot of youngsters,
Yeah.
young crowd is a lot
Yes.
in Vadodara from what I see. Now last month, 2022 Pride and 2000 now. What is the footfall you expect? Sorry. So is it the ratio of youngsters are more coming in, or is it mid-age, or even are there any chances that this is just out of my curiosity I'm asking, that after a certain age people still come out? Is
Yeah,
it
in
there?
fact,
Is
yeah.
that the thing as well, or is it just youngsters in
In
their
fact,
teenage and
yeah, it is a very good relevant question. In fact, this year we started working with the older population.
They do
with
come
the,
out?
with the help of Azim PMG Foundation, we have started working with the elderly population, elderly gay men, bisexual,
Yeah.
transgender, even women for that matter,
Yeah.
queer women
Queer.
as well. Yes.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of older men, older population now coming out. They wish to be part of, because see, now they have lived their life. They are at least the last part of the life, which is whatever is left for them. They want to enjoy. They want to be part. So there are people from the older community who are wanting to come and join us and all that. Yeah. So that's going to be a big change which we are seeing. Yes, young population is always there with us. Younger.
What was the number
community.
last year in Baroda? In June,
I
roughly.
I was in US when
Oh, you
this
were in
happened.
US.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
okay.
not there, but I bought the photographs and all I saw on the
Social media.
Yeah, I kind of guessed they were close to 500 people.
Wow.
In the Pride. So but this year,
This year we hope there's increase
there will
in
be
the
more,
number.
more number of Pride. The more number of people will be there. I'm sure. It's not just the number of people. I think the quality of people also matters. So the
Quality of people
the
as
quality in the sense that if we are able to mobilize people who are allies, you know, who, like as I mentioned, to a political representative, person from the government, person from the medical fraternity, from the royal family, from the embassies. So these are the people who are highly influential, and people get inspiration from them when they see them there, you know, and they are the ones who would be able to help the people change their mindset and to try and accept us. So I think that's more than quantity. I think I would say we what we need in today's hour is mainstreaming, because mainstreaming is the only way we can increase our visibility and also have more and more people accept and support us. I mean, for example, parents. We have had so many issues with parents not accepting. I mean, if parents come and walk in the pride, then you know that's
a beautiful thing.
And media. Of course, definitely media has been playing a very important role. Now also print media, television media. We had one event just now very recently. The mayor of Baroda came.
Wow.
She came and she openly supported and she spoke to the media. So those are the kind of people, you know, whom we need to come and support us. Be there. Their presence itself is going to make a lot of difference.
Media. Why is Indian media not? Talking about mainstream, we don't have it in the main channels coming up, like, you know, it's a Pride Month coming, let's celebrate, you know, bring your best foot forward.
Yeah.
And so we don't have in that prominent channels what day-to-day people watch in India. Why do you think so? Media is not putting it up. See, we have all other, like, say Diwali, say this. Yeah, for once, even Valentine Day, out of the blue, they just put things on it. Why not this then?
No, I think things are changing. Like very recently, I was approached by Times of India.
Oh,
they are doing the Pride, activity on a wholesale basis.
Okay.
They are doing it in major cities of India. They want through the Times, they want to publicize about. Yes, so these days there are media who are willing to talk about our issues
and show it and celebrate it.
Yes, the media, they themselves are wanting to be part of this whole activity. So that's why I'm saying that things are changing. Each year we are finding some additional people coming into the loop and trying to
changes for betterment.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do you think international collaborations and support from international people or companies, organizations will help LGBTQ community in India?
Yeah.
So how do you think, and how can they, international organizations especially?
Yeah. So I'll tell you one thing. I mean, when I started my activism, and I'm talking about say 2007, 2008, after my appearance on the Oprah Winfrey show, which actually gave me an opportunity to advocate for international advocacy and all. I realized that we need to be more inclusive. In the sense, the LGBT community needs to be more inclusive, and we should not just focus on our issues, but we should focus on other issues as well. So when I used to do advocacy, I would talk about not just LGBT rights. I would talk about any other rights, like for example, women rights, animal rights, children rights, tribal rights, all those people who have been marginalized, who have been deprived of their basic human rights. So I realized that when I started doing that, I started getting a lot of support. And I'm talking on the international sphere, even environmental issues for that matter. So I kind of tried to reach out to people who are working on other issues, and then I found that they are also interested in our issues. So for example, today's date, I am on the board of an international organization which works on human rights, human trafficking issues. It's called Eyes Open International, which is an American organization. I'm on that board of that. Now the chairman of that organization is equally too much dedicated towards he's an ally for us, but he wants to also help us in the LGBT issues. So it's a kind of a system where I'm trying to help him out on human trafficking issues. He's trying to help me out on LGBT issues, and both are also linked because there are a lot of community from the LGBT who are trafficked.
Is it?
Yes, because see, what is happening is that in India, because of the parents' pressures and the discriminations which people are facing, the laws which are not favorable to us, a lot of us are migrating to outside the country. A lot of us get looped into this these agents and all who they're exploiting us, making advantage, and they get trafficked. They don't realize that they've got trafficked, but when they go to US and or to any other countries of that, they realize that they have become bonded laborers. The human bondage. So that is what we are trying to work on. We both the organizations, UI and myself, we are trying to see how we could help out each other.
Do we have something like that in our country as well? Such organization?
Yes. So there's a branch of UI in very much in Gujarat and Ahmedabad, and they have visited Lakshya and they have seen our work. And also I'm trying to work with the education institutions to to make them aware that the students, because the students get easily lured. They say, oh, we'll give you this job and this money, because
all
they
fancy.
see it's called the American dream.
Basically,
it's the American dream, but when they realize that the dream is not dream, but it's a hell, so that's when but it's too late. So that's how I think with international bodies like these, this is just one example I'm giving you, but there are so many other ways in which I've got in touch with bodies in across India. And I think in today's world, because of the fact that because of social media, because communications become so fast and so close, it's high time we network with others and get our things addressed, because this is not just an Indian phenomenon. This is a global issue which we need to address globally, and not just yes, it is important that you get that opportunity. I mean, I have that opportunity, so I kind of utilize that and network with other people, try to see how we could get help from other people across the border, from other geographical areas, and see how we can work together. It's not that I'm just asking help for India. For example, when I was in USA, I was advocating for the abortion laws in US. Why not? As an Indian, I have a right to talk about that. So I had met government in US, and I raised my objection about the abortion laws. Even there are anti-LGBT laws being passed, and we are fortunate that India, we have got trans rights. America is still struggling for trans rights. They have got problems having bathrooms. They're not allowing them in the army. They have got problems in schools. There is a state. I'm forgetting the name of that state. That state has recently passed a law
in the US.
Where they are saying that trans persons who identify as trans cannot transition before the age of 23.
Oh my God.
Or 26 rather. I think 20. The age is 20. Now where they got 26 figure, I don't know. but that's what some laws are getting passed. In the countries like these. So I'm working on that as well. So when we try to work for other people, that's when we can expect to get help from them as well.
Help from international.
Yes.
So now the Pride Month is celebrated across different countries. Worldwide it's celebrated. Can it be in future maybe? Do you think it can be centralized, like everybody coming in under one roof or at one place and celebrating it? Can that happen?
It is already happening. There is something called World Pride. World Pride has been happening for many years now, and there's a whole team. There's a committee which is comprising of this World Pride, like you have the Olympics. So there's a whole committee which is there for the World Pride, and they have it in different countries. Like the 2019 World Pride was in New York, and I was there for that.
So it's rotation.
It's a rotation, yes. They have it in different countries. This time they had it in Australia. This year they had invited me, but I couldn't go. But then every year who knows, they might decide one day to have it in India.
India as well.
Yeah,
I was asking that. So we don't have
so
yet in India.
no,
We didn't host them, right?
It hasn't happened as yet, but it can always happen. Like for example, G20 is happening this year, and I'm part of G20 as well. Yeah.
Wow.
So you never know. India can host World Pride.
A World Pride
in
as
the future.
well.
Yeah.
So talking about this Pride Month awareness and about LGBTQI plus community, can mainstream commercial films help in awareness? Just talking about it, because the crux of everything is creating awareness for people who don't know, or they have some stereotypes and myths about the community. Can mainstream cinema help?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Definitely.
Making movies mainstream.
Yes.
Because India is the population loves the cinema, Bollywood, and now regional cinema is also coming.
Yes. Definitely. See, for example, India has the largest LGBT International Film Festival happening, which is the largest in Asia. And it's happening now next month. I'm there for the opening. Yeah, it is called Kashish Film Festival.
Where does this happen?
This happens in Mumbai. It happens in mainstream cinemas. It's happening in Liberty Cinema this year. It's a mainstream cinema theater where people come for other cinema filming. There are people who are like from the film industry who are encouraging, motivating by giving awards. This time we have got Ishmat Tuglai award has been given for women filmmakers. We have Anupam Kher has always been supporting us. Subhash Ghai has been supporting us. So we have film makers and people from the film industry who have been supporting us. And Kashish is one example. I mean, where there are more than 200 films screened over a period of 3 or 4 days from all over the world. Indian, of course, there are Indian regional films as well as international films which are screened, and they give away awards to the. I was in fact awarded one of the Kashish as I got the Rainbow Warrior Award during Kashish by the Canadian Embassy. Was invited to award me. So they have been given a lot of. Incentives and motivations to filmmakers, whether they are from the community or they are not from the community. I think film industry is in a way a very useful tool for this kind of mass communication.
That's why.
People watch, and if you have the mainstream actors, like I'll give you an example. I was telling you about this film screenings. I had got one film called Evening Shadows. Beautiful, very well made film. I got that screening happening in various schools, universities, and it has got mainstream actors, and Shubha Mudgal has lent her voice in that film. So people watch that film, they relate to that film, they could put themselves in the shoes of the person and understand. I'll give you an example. When I was screening once that film in a university, a professor raised his hand and he said, "Sir, I want to say something, that after watching this film, if tomorrow my son comes to me and says, 'Dad, I'm gay,' I will be in a better position to handle that situation." So see, that's the
impact.
Exactly.
That's why the mainstream cinema should make more movies plus focus on this,
and make films which make sense. Unfortunately, there are movies which are I don't wish to take the names, but then movies which are made just to create a joke of our community. That should not happen. There should be movies which should break stereotypes. Which should not increase stereotypes and put us with some labels that this is what is happening.
Do you enjoy cinema, watching cinema? Do you get time?
I'll be very honest with you. I do not watch films and I do not watch television. So I don't have a television at home.
Really?
I don't have a television. I only watch films when I'm on long flights because there's nothing else to do. So otherwise I'm not much into watching films. But I guess I'm aware of
certain
yes.
Maybe controversy somewhere there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, just now to end the segment, I have one last important thing to know from you. What do you think about a Supreme Court verdict, ongoing verdict that's going on Section 377? What are your opinions and views on it?
Okay, I'll give you an answer which I don't think anyone else would have given you an answer because this is my own creation, my own created
Yes,
answer
please.
for this. So this entire Supreme Court verdict which is going on just now, the petition which is going on, is nothing but an example of an education institution. How? I have made this comparison. The Supreme Court of India is nothing but a university.
Yeah.
This is our university, one of the largest, the highest authority universities in the country.
Yeah.
The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is our Chancellor. The judges of the bench, they are the Vice Chancellors. Then you have the senior lawyers. The attorneys.
Yeah.
They are the dean of the university.
Deans.
The other lawyers, the petitioners' lawyers, they are the professors. And assistant professors.
Okay.
And who are the students? The Government of India.
Okay, Government
of India is the students of this university.
Okay.
When you pass out of that, it's a course basically. It's a course. The name of this course is to create educated, literate people. That's the name of the course. And once this course is over and you graduate, you'll get a degree in your hand, and that degree will be the judgment.
Okay.
And you will have a convocation.
And this course goes on for how many years, sir?
No, it is not going to go on for a long time. The degree is going to be given in the month of July by the Vice Chancellor and the Chancellor of the university. And that degree will be given to the students, the government, to put it on the wall.
But we hope something positive, something really fruitful comes out of this.
Definitely.
Yes.
There will be definitely something positive coming in our favor. And the government of India, with the students of the university, should be proud and put that judgment, that degree on their wall and abide by it.
Yeah, true. Lastly, I want you to pass on some message or some advice to anybody who is still in the closet, who are hesitant, or who they, if they are fearing, if they say they might not get job, or family crisis, anything you want to tell them, please, a word to them.
So my advice to all those who are listening, who are in the closet, who think they belong to the sexual minority community, is that this is something which is absolutely natural and normal like anything else. Accept yourself, give an identity to yourself. Self-acceptance is one of the biggest things you can achieve, because that will help you in a lot of many things which you will feel your life is very easy to or easier to live if you are accepting yourself. The other thing which I would like to tell you is that make yourself socially and financially independent if you need to out yourself to your family and friends. That's very important, to become socially independent and financially independent. Try to live your truth. Try to live a life of honesty to yourself and to others. Believe me, honesty will create a lot of hurdles in your life, but honesty will always be a success. Yeah. It says Satyameva Jayate. Truth always wins. So if you are honest, it will really be a good thing for you. And the most important thing which I would like to tell all of you and anyone who's listening to me is love yourself. If you love yourself, you will be able to love a lot of many other people. You will be able to reduce the phobia, the fear, the hatred in the society, and there will be more love and less of hatred.
Yeah, and Lakshya Trust is always there for the ones who need some counseling, who need support. And thank you so much, Manvendra ji, to come on my podcast. I really appreciate. And I look forward to have maybe a part 2 after the graduation happens, degree comes in. Thank you so much for being here.
We will celebrate in July.
Thank you. Please, yes. Yeah.